Hello, everyone. I'm Camilo Valenzuela. I'm going to talk about the ALeRCE interfaces. So the data comes from surveys, and they got ingested on the ALeRCE pipeline. And we have three types of interfaces. We have web pages, a Python client, and API for non-Python users. Currently, we have two web pages in the ZTF Explorer to explore the ZTF data in the ALeRCE database. And also we have the Supernova Hunter that shows supernova candidates classified using deep learning. So we will start with a small demo for the ZTF Explorer. In the left hand, we have the filters we can do. We can filter by object ID, all the classifiers from ALeRCE, the machine learning and deep learning one. We'll select one and we will go for Cepheids, looking for Cepheids objects with probability over than 0.4. We also can do filters by number of detections, discovery date, and their position. If we search, we will get a table with the results. And we can select one and see the object information. We can download the finding chart. We have links for external catalogs. We can select different types of display of the Likert. The folded one has the period. We can do zoom in, zoom out on the Likert. Also, we have Aladdin to have context information, magnitude statistics. We can select each classifier to see the probability in that classifier. Also, we can select the stamps and they will change. And we can download the stamps and see the alert information. That's really useful. And we can see cross-match with other catalogs. Also, in the left hand, we have all the results of the query. We can select them and change from one object to another. And also, we can use the arrow keys to change from one object to another. So that's the ZTF Explorer. Now we look a bit on the Supernova Hunter. The Supernova Hunter shows the distribution of the candidates using this deep learning model. On the left hand, we have the table of the objects. We can change the time window, for example, the last 3 days. Select one object, and we will see more information about the discovery alert. For example, the discovery stamps, an Aladdin with the position and more information. Also, we have the links to the catalogs, the full alert information, and if we log in, we can choose if the object is a BOSE or a possible supernova. If we select the object, we can see more detailed information in the ZTF Explorer. So that's the two web pages that we have. We also have a Python client to access the data. We have a public repository with the client. Also, the documentation has how to install the client and have some tutorials how to do queries with the different service we provide. So I have a little demo here. We can install the client using pip install ALeRCE. Then we can import the client from ALeRCE core. Then create the client. And now we'll do an example looking for long period variables using the Likert classifier, one of the classifiers from ALeRCE. And we will get a list of objects. If we select one of them, for example, the first one, we can get the object detections. In this case, we have 60 detections with all the information for each detection. Also the corrected magnitudes for the detections. We can get magnitude statistics for each filter. We can query the features used on the classifier. For example, one feature is called multiband period. And in this case, the period is 172 days. We can query objects, the object information. For example, here we see some colors, position, and we can use that position to get some cross-match with other catalogs. Also, with the client, we can get the stamps for that object, and we will get an AstroPy fits image. And in the header, we can see what type of image it is. So for example, this one is the science, and we can see the data. We can plot the data. Also, we can use the client to plot all the stamps together, like in HTML. And that's the idea of the client. Also, we have access using the API. The API documentation, it's interactive, so you can press try it out, and you can, for example, paste an object ID and see the query and also the result for that query. We have a lot of endpoints. For example, we can get all the probabilities here, and it will show not only the classification, but all the probabilities for all the classifiers in ALeRCE. Also, in the API, we have described in models what each field is and their description. So that's the API. That's the three ways we can query the data on ALeRCE. We're working on other products, for example, a forecast API that is on alpha. It's using a parametric supernova model. And also we are working on new frontends, a new Hunter, using more classes, not just supernova, an advanced query portal, and a cross-match portal for the ALeRCE data. So how you can collaborate to ALeRCE and their interfaces. We love issues, so you can send us issues with bugs. If you want something new, you can send us a feature request. General question or discussions are open too. Thanks. I don't know if there is any question.
Thank you very much. Yes, I don't see any in Slack, but if anybody wants to have a question, we have plenty of time. Okay, I suspect no. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Camilo.